Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the New Orleans Saints and the Washington Commanders. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from FedEx Field. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll start out here with the option left. And, whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. On 2nd and 15 now. Hurts. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Curtis Samuel, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are on the board here first in the season opener. Now the try here for the point after. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. And he fires one that's intercepted.
It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd and 11 now. Willis, throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. A gain of 8 there on the play, and now it's 3rd and 3.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for 3rd. They go play action with Willis. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where
He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. Here's Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Throwing is Hurts. Got an open man. It's Olave. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. 2nd down and 3. Hurts. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after one. Yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Nwogu now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Willis throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one as a receiver is got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
Ready?
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Willis will look to throw on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. He's at the 40. The 20. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. Mevis on to attempt the point after. And it's up It's good. Our score 14-6. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now Willis on 1st and 10. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Willis. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. Well, the corner gets a hand on it, but he still makes the play. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Hey, during the course of any game, you'll see tip passes. But how often do we actually see the running back come up and end up making the play?
Well, shifty fella getting in there and grabbing it.
Yeah, you know, they always talk about how running backs have a nose for the end zone. They have a nose for the ball, too. They want their hands at all times.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They'll run with Gibson. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Once more, Gibson. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
Here we go, here we go.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Out They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. It's a play fake. Here's Willis. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
They'll run with Gibson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now they'll look to Willis to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Trap 60. 19 Light. 18 Pioneer.
On first down, Willis. That's Samuel, caught left side. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. 2nd down at 5. 2nd down, Willis looks to throw here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Got his target, Samuel. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. To the air on first down, here's Willis. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Play action. Here's Willis. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Play fake. Here's Willis. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They go play action with Hurts. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Looking deep downfield. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And some room to roam now. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That good for 19 and a 1st down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get down.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. T.J. Hockenson, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Commanders take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
They'll try and run it here. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run it again with Kamara. A Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw here. Under pressure, they got him again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Well, certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the 1st. We'll see what they've drawn up. Looking deep for Julio. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Second down throw coming by Willis. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. Third and goal, Willis. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick missed. No good. Way wide to the right. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
The stretch to right there turned it into a really nice game. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And this one is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And a tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stopped him short.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 41. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Now Willis to throw. He's got it to Gibson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Willis. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Completes it to Samuel. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Back to the ground with Gibson. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check contact. Check contact. On the goal.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Robinson, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And his kick is indeed good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the And that's caught inside the 30. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Willis to throw. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it. And that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. The defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of the season.
So for New Orleans, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for Washington, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My ace spoon going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they